the founder and CEO of Robofun, and I am here with Noah Diamond, my senior manager of all of the programs that run at Robofun. How are you, Noah?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Laura?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm having a really nice day. So,
Awesome. Yeah, I'm enjoying this conversation we're having about books before we started this.
yeah, me too, very much. So, just a little housekeeping. Robofun is a place where we help children love to learn using leading edge technologies such as robotics, coding, animation, and Minecraft. And Noah is one of the main reasons that we are successful. And I am very, very happy to have Noah working with me. So Noah is in charge of everything that happens at 102nd and Broadway in our studio there. So an overall, Noah and I have known each other a long time, but an overall public thank you, because really parents love working with you.
Thank you so much, Laura. I really
Sure.
appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I brought Noah on because I wanted to take a moment and talk about all of the amazing events that have occurred at the Robofun Studio and are about to occur in the literally in the next couple of days. And I wanted to make sure our audience was aware of them. But to start with, let's talk about the summer. We just finished 11 weeks, 12 weeks. I think it was 12, if I'm
hmm
not of camp. And the
hmm
way it works at RoboFun is you sign up for a week at a time, either in the morning or in the afternoon or the
hmm
full day. And Noah was there most of those weeks, being the person who made it all happen smoothly. And so, what did you think? How was our summer this summer?
I think we had a really great summer. And I mean, for one, the context of the summer was that people, are coming back from the pandemic. They're getting more comfortable, indoors. They are comfortable indoors again. So really, it was the first summer we'd had in a few years that, was really filling up, right? Like we made our numbers. We had summer camp last summer and it was great. And our numbers were really small. We wanted to keep that social distancing and everything like that. And
Right.
we still have kept our classrooms smaller, which I think is to everybody's advantage because we can really focus on each student more.
Yep.
But the summer was great. And there were a few things, Laura, you and I were talking about it, but a few things I think made it really great. First, I think there was a really great sense of community over the summer. We had a handful of teachers that took turns teaching throughout the summer, and they really developed specialties in their technology. Whether
Hmm.
it was Mark, who is one of our Python teachers, and Jonathan,
Yep.
who really focused on Python,
Yep.
or Gina, who teaches a lot of our little engineers classes.
Yep.
And because of that, there was a sense of community with the teachers, and they felt like really at home, which then translated to the students. And we had many students who were with us for several weeks, where they'd come for a week and come back 3 weeks later. And it really felt like they were a part of our community too. And there was
Yeah.
a real sense of community, right? And then
Yes.
also, as we were talking about, what was really great this summer was the ratio of girls to boys. Like there's a lot more girls attending our
Yes.
STEM camps, which is great to see.
Yes.
Um, and a great dynamic between, the girls and the boys. Um, so that was really wonderful. And then just to circle back to Python, Python is a new class that we're offering. And, last year we had one student in Python at a time, basically. And now we're
Right.
having 4 or 5 students in a class. And it's great to see students able to translate, the basics they learn in Scratch in, a simpler coding language and really start to develop mastery in a more advanced coding language.
Yeah, it's so successful that we're now building the next level of Python, because we
hmm
have kids who are going through it and wanting another one. So, wanting more challenges, knowing enough to be ready for more challenges, and that's really exciting. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think what I hear that is so meaningful to me is that we're developing community, and that learning doesn't, learning is not just like a simple transaction. It's a long-term feeling of safety in your environment, and a feeling that your teacher has your back and has something to teach you. And I feel as though we really achieved that this summer, and that's super exciting. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember one particular day that I was in another part of the office and I heard a lot of crying, and I'm just like, "Oy, what is going on?" And so, and either you or another manager said, "It's okay, Laura. He's sobbing because it's the last day and he doesn't want to go home." And it was not, I'm not happy that a child was sobbing, but it was the right, it was like, okay, this is a sad,
we did it. We did a good
under,
job there.
right, exactly, yeah. So the other thing that you and I were talking about is, so we're a small and hearty team of right now, I believe, 7 full-time people, about to gradually get up to 10 full-time people. And we like each other and we like hanging out with each other. And you talked a little bit about that. Do you want to talk a little more about it?
Sure. Well, recently, for those who don't know, we do Lego robotics. The type of technology that Lego created 2 years ago is no longer viable. Like the software is no longer managed by Lego. So they actually have come out with a new set, and we just had a large order of this new Lego robotics called Spike. I think we had
Yep.
142 boxes arrive, and there was
143,
no
let's
way.
be precise.
143. There was no way to get it up our stairs. So
Right.
we actually had to create like chains of people that brought the equipment. We were working with the delivery people, and it was a lot of it was a lot of fun. We were throwing the boxes, and then afterwards, I had this idea that we take the empty boxes and we build a pyramid from which I would break through, and we made an Instagram video of it, which you can check out if you are so curious.
Right.
And it was a lot of fun, and there's really been this dynamic, Laura, with the team where we're getting a lot done, but we're having a lot of fun doing it. And we have a book club together. Uh, you know, it's a nice balance of fun and productivity, I find. Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I'm not always in the office, but boy, do I feel it when I'm there, that
Mm-hmm.
we're just this small but mighty team that has each other's backs, all summer long. The people who run, so for those of you in our audience who may not know this, we run programs in somewhere, depending on the time of the year, about 70 schools throughout New York City. So we call those people who run those, who manage those programs, the offsite team. The offsite team in the summertime has a little bit less busy schedule, but they just jump in and help the onsite team, the people running every day. And that's really meaningful. There's times when we're trying to do things and they're like, nope, can't do that. That's lunch. I'm taking the kids to the park. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very meaningful for me as a business owner to watch all of my staff who now are getting to be 10, 20, 30 years younger than me, and to see them working so well together. So I believe that translates into the quality of the programs and the quality that your children will have with us. So um, I wanted to ask you about what's up, what's coming up, what's going on right now. There's 3 different things, I think.
Yeah, so we've got a few exciting opportunities. So first, we have launched our after school programs, and those are for students between pre-K and 8th grade. We've got a variety of different offerings, and they are every day from 4 to 5:30. And this semester is about 8 sessions. So last week we had the first session. If you do want to join, um, that will be prorated, and we're going to keep after school open for another week, week and a half at most. So now is the time to join if you do want to join that, or feel free to give me an email at noah@robofun.org if you have any questions. And then we've got, for people that are interested in potentially joining but want to learn more, we actually have an open house this Sunday. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And what we're going to do is we're going to have several teachers there with stations set up with robots, the Scratch, the Scratch coding language on a computer, Minecraft on a computer, Python on a computer, so that your kids can try that out. So that's a free event. Feel free to come by. You can register at Eventbrite if you just search RoboFun Open House on Eventbrite. Get yourself a ticket, or if you email me, I'll send you a link, and you'll be able to come by with your kids, and they'll be able to explore a variety of different technologies. So that is this Sunday, 9:25 from 11 to 2. Very exciting. And then lastly, next week we've got camp. School is off for many schools on Monday, 9/26, and Tuesday, 9/27. And we'll be running camp, full day camp, uh, robotics in the morning, coding, game design, and Minecraft in the afternoon, and Python in the afternoon. And if anybody wants to do full day, you just sign up for the morning and the afternoon, and we'll be able to watch your child during the lunch period. If it's nice, we'll go to the playground together. If not, we'll play games inside for that hour. And the first and second grade class for that in the morning is completely full, but kindergarten, pre-kindergarten, third through sixth grade, we still have openings throughout the day for you.
So a couple of exciting things for us is that often when we put up our fall offerings or our vacation day, we know that we're not necessarily going to fill every section, but we are almost totally full for those 2 vacation days. There's a few spots. So the thing to do would be to call Noah at 212-245-0444. Stop by our open house on 102nd and Broadway on Sunday from 11 to 2. And also our after schools, every single one of them, we had to not run 1 or 2 of them, but every single other one, Monday through Friday, we have children. So the world's coming back and we're here for you. And that's super, super exciting. So it makes running a company really fun when I see, and I think for Noah as well, when we see all of these kids really taking advantage of what we're doing. So it's very cool. So we are in our book group. We actually have a main book group and a splinter book group. So we are a group of quite educated, thoughtful people. Our main book group tends to have issues around education, learning, productivity. So it's sort of education / business. So right now we're reading Atomic Habits by, I believe it's James Clear. And it's really, really a good read on how to look at your habits and how to change the ones that you don't want and how to add ones that you do. So unfortunately, Noah has missed a lot of that because he's been running summer camp, but you'll be able to start joining us.
Yeah.
And I'm very envious of the other book group that I'm not able to attend, which we have the benefit of Noah being a University of Chicago graduate who really, I think you delved into this book in as an undergraduate. Is that true?
Well, the last book I did. So we've got a little splinter book group with the on-site team, and now one member of the off-site team who actually got his PhD in literature. So he's great to have with us.
Yeah.
But the last book we read as the on-site team was Moby Dick, which is one of my favorite books, and I focused a lot on it in college. When we're currently reading The Brothers Karamazov, which is a pretty dark read, but it's good. It's very interesting. It's got a much faster plot than I would have expected. So, but yeah, that book group focuses more on kind of the great works of literature from the past. And we kind of use each other to help make it through these books that on one's own might be a little more challenging to get through.
One might say, well, when are they teaching our kids and when are they running? There's plenty of time. These book groups are only a half an hour. And I believe it really adds to our community to be thoughtful about life in general, which leads us to being thoughtful about children. My last question for you, Noah, is, and I think you probably get this from my goal as a company, is that every child is really looked at as an individual and every child can have success. And you're sort of the master at that. If a child is not having a good time or something's not going on, making sure that they do. And how do you feel like you do that? What in your daily routine allows you to know what's working and what's not working for each child?
Well, I mean, I think first, one of the things that makes Robofun able to do it is we just have a great team of teachers, and they're really sensitive. I think a lot of our teachers have become teachers because, when they were young, they at some point had an experience with a great teacher. And what was great about that teacher was that they paid attention to them individually. just from talking with them, that's kind of a common factor in our teachers.
Uh-huh.
So they have taken that sensitivity about how they would like to be treated, and they bring that to their students. And I think because of our small class sizes, most of our classes are 5 students max. Some are 10. And now they are beginning to fill up, but generally because they're on the smaller side or we bring in an assistant teacher, we can really afford to hear what a student's interested in, adjust the lesson plan accordingly. And I see teachers doing a great job with that. And for me in particular, I think my approach is just to always connect what we're doing with what students are interested in, and at the
Mhm.
same time to challenge the student. So I find that students don't have a good time. It might be that there isn't enough creativity and flexibility. That can be the case, but it
Mhm.
also I think can be the case that they're not being related to as really smart enough or good enough to do something. So I like giving students, for example, in Minecraft, um, challenges that there's no way they can do right away. There's no way they can do it until they learn more, but they try to do it, and that engages them. That stimulates, their intellectual curiosity, and so that's one approach. Is sometimes they just need more of a challenge, and that's what I find really helps. And then conversely, it might not be connected to something they're passionate about. So I'll learn about what they're interested in and
Right.
then connect what they're doing to that.
That's great advice for teachers, for parents, for all of us in teaching. So I think that we've covered everything. I'm just going to do a quick summary. We have a few, not a lot of spaces for our vacation days, which are the first two of the fall are this Monday and Tuesday for Rosh Hashanah. We also have this amazing open house from 11 to 2. And at this point, you can go to Eventbrite and find us, or you can just show up. We'd love to have you. And the third is that we're starting our fall lineup of after schools and a few during the day for the littlest ones of us. And those you can go to robofun.org for all of this to sign up or just call us. So I'm going to add robofun.org or call us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Build a robot like this.
oh yeah, the robot. We forgot to show the robot. So
Mhm.
show us the robot.
Well, this is the new. Just trying to balance this with the camera. This is the new Lego tech. It's called Spike.
Yep.
This is our RoboFun's driver bot, which has been customized by a student. And let's see. So this should be programmed to activate. Let me just bring the camera down a little with this touch sensor.
Yep.
So it goes, and then when it sees something with its ultrasonic sensor, it will move around. It's got these great
Cool.
custom sonar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that and for sharing all of your insights.
Absolutely.
I
Thank you.
so appreciate the hard work you do, and I know our parents appreciate it, and of course our children as well. So
Awesome.
have a great rest of your day, and thank you for our audience for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone. Have